Welcome, everyone, to the Empowered Educator Podcast. It's your host, Janine, back with a prophetic message to lift up your spirits and give you some reassurance, strength, and enlightenment with this message on today. Give this word a thumbs up if it resonates with your spirit, and take this message back to God for confirmation if this word was meant for you. Like and subscribe to the channel for more motivational messages and encouragement daily. This episode is going to be about your rebirth. You are enduring metamorphosis. And the phrase that God spoke into my spirit for this message is labor pains. You or someone you have a spiritual connection with are experiencing labor pains. And rebirth brings about labor pains. And contractions are more rapid during the delivery process as you get closer to bringing out what's been manifesting within. This is the time that you or someone that you have that spiritual connection to may be experiencing some labor pains because the Most High is preparing you and that significant other for an iconic breakthrough. You or this person may have asked God to get you out of a situation that no one or nothing else could save you from. You and this significant other have found yourselves asking for his assistance in your resistance. Because let's be honest, we are all guilty of sin. No one is perfect. God did not design his children to be perfect. He gives us the choice of free will to act on our own philosophies and our own beliefs. But prayers and requests are not answered without work to show for it, without labor that proves you are worthy of salvation. You are worthy of healing. You are worthy of deliverance. So what does the Most High look for when he's asking for your labor? It looks like faith, even as small as a mustard seed. It looks like changed behavior, resistance from repeating toxic and generational cycles. And it looks like prioritizing your relationship with Yah, medicating and meditating on his word, which serves us with the upright law and truth, statutes and commandments. And although our Father is the provider and the sustainer, he is going to allow you to feel the pressure of disobedience when you do things out of his will. When you dig a hole too deep for you to get yourself out of. When you take things so far and you can't go back. When you put yourself in debt you can't afford to pay. When you find your life spiraling in a downward direction, your circumstances are going to cause you and that person to hit a brick wall. And that brick wall will cause you to surrender yourself to no one else but the all-powerful, the almighty Yahweh. You see, surrendering is the first step in this process of rebirth. It's the most painful experience because it's when you come to terms with your reality. When you surrender yourself, you allow God to take a good look at you. You allow him to get a good 360 to see what's been hidden and all that you've done to destroy yourself. But before God can use you for his will, He will test your spirit through a process I call spiritual boot camp, but others may know as deliverance. You see, I've been in this process for over a year and a half, and I still haven't graduated, but I have been saved. And I use my voice to speak to others on the channel who are enduring this process, who are enduring this change. See, God will transform your life through rebirth. And rebirth is a beautiful experience. It defines the purpose of existence, reestablishment of purity, renewal of faith, hope, and restoration of thinking. A time where all things that were lost are now all things sought and found. It's funny how we often ask God for something so small, but how God will give us more than what we asked for. Someone said, I need my bills paid, and their bills got paid plus an appointment to the hairdresser. Someone asked God to save a significant other on their behalf, and God delivered you. It's the little things for me. Proverbs 20 and 30 in the Good News Translation says, sometimes it takes a painful experience to make us change our ways. And yes, God, indeed, labor is a painful experience. But the beauty in the struggle makes the patience and commitment worthwhile. Yes, God. You are enduring metamorphosis. And during this transformation process, you are going to endure pain. One of the hardest battles that one can do in this life is unlearn to relearn. And that's hard when you've grown up to learn things that are not of God. When you've taken counsel from people who do not have wisdom from biblical knowledge, that do not stand on the laws and truth of the Most High. But when you come out of your deliverance, you're going to look back at your old self and you're going to be grateful. You're going to be pleased with this new design of who you are. You're going to be content with the choice and the sacrifice that you made to allow God to lead and drive your life. But you're going to endure that burning sensation. You're going to endure struggle, pain, remorse, regret, excruciating circumstances, because God is doing something new with you and you're allowing Him to guide you in this direction. The walk along the narrow path was never an easy road. And when you look at similar stories from the Bible, when you look at prophets and priests, when you look at chosen ones that were mentioned in some of these biblical stories, you will see some of the hardship that these individuals had to go through in order to allow God to use them for His will. When you come out of this, you are going to be unrecognizable. Yes, in Jesus' name. You are going to speak things into existence, life into any idea, any dream that you have is going to come true, because now God is walking with you and you're allowing Him to lead your direction. But you will come out strong. God is well aware of the battle that you had to go up against all by yourself. You had to endure this transformation all by yourself. But sometimes that's what God has to do in order to get you alone, to make that process happen. But I speak life into your metamorphosis on today. And I want you to know that your labor pains are coming to an end. It's time for what you have manifesting within you to come out. It's time for the world to see exactly what it is God has been working on when it comes to you.